What was your first acting job in LA?
Oh wow, first acting job.
Or
I was thinking. Oh, you know what it was?
no, I don't.
I was I did a movie with Billie D. Williams and
Okay.
Derville Martin. The what was it? The Big Come Down or something? The big showdown or something.
Mhm.
I forget the name of it, but I sure did.
Mhm.
That's when I met Billie D. Williams.
Mhm.
Okay, and of course Derville Martin, and just they were nice, good, cool guys. And Fred Williamson, I
Okay.
did. He was doing some movies and different things. But that was the first one I think I did was the big comeback. I can't even remember what the name of it was, but I just happened to think about that the other day.
Mm.
And I basically when I came to Los Angeles, I was into like singing, modeling, acting, of course, but I was entering into a lot of beauty pageants.
Yes.
I was Miss Fine Brown Frame, Miss Hot Pants, Miss this, Miss that. But lo and behold, Mavericks Flat.
Uh-huh.
Really, I give so much credit to Mavericks Flat for my career, for my being, for my life, and everything, and being where I'm at today.
Wow.
Because there was a beauty pageant that somebody told me about. It was called, Miss Black California, and I went and I did tried out for it or whatever, And actually, at that point, I was like 10 pounds overweight. And a guy by the name of Cassius Weathersby, some of you all may know him. I knew him. He's the one that kind of told me about it. And I fasted. That was my first time fasting. And I lost that 10 pounds, but I almost passed out. If you don't know what fasting is, that means you do not eat any food.
Sure.
And, in the modeling, acting industry, sometimes we are forced to have to lose a certain amount of weight in a certain amount of time. And by doing so, you purge, you fast, and you don't put any more food in your body, just some liquids. I did that. And I did lose the pounds, and I did my little talent, and I went on to win Miss Black California.
Mm.
And some of the judges there were Jim Brown, Rick Roundtree, Dr. Hemsley, who later became my gynecologist. Don't laugh. But anyway, and who else? Was a couple other people, but I dated Richard Roundtree after that, so I didn't want people to think I was, playing. They were playing favors, but I won, and I went on to go to the Miss Black America beauty pageant.
Sure.
And the home base there was in Philadelphia. We did that. I didn't place or anything, but I came pretty well close. But who knew? But as a result of that, I was able and was chosen to go with the maybe 4 or 5 other women from the Miss Black America pageantry, a couple other states, to go to the USO tour in Vietnam and Thailand. And this was back in 71. I was Miss Black California in 1971. And that was just so amazing. I was very honored and pleased to be able to travel, to do that, to see our servicemen. Things weren't as heated and hot back in Vietnam in 71 as it was, prior, like 66 to 69, 70. So things were cooling down a little bit. But one intriguing, most interesting, wonderful thing that came out of that was that they asked the contestants if we knew anyone over there had a relative that perhaps we might like to see when we go over there, of course. And I had my brother, my favorite brother. I have 4 brothers, but this was my favorite brother, Scotty B. And he was there in Cam Ranh Bay, Vietnam. And I gave them his name and stuff. They said, okay, because we were going to Cam Ranh Bay. I was so excited because one thing, if you never ever, and you hear about the war in Vietnam and the killing and shooting and so much to death and despair, and you think really the very, very worst of it, that it's like when you go over there, that's what you expect. But like I said, when I went over there, it was not that bad. So we go there, right? All the pageant ladies and the band. Because I was singing at that time as well. I was singing Rock Steady on the show. Rock Steady, baby.
You was actually signing them over,
right? Going on. I was emceeing the show and everybody did their thing. But we got there, got off the plane, Cameron Bay. They had all the military, all the brothers there, and that was so fulfilling. Having the military, the brothers, especially seeing the sisters come over. You know, they had the USO tour and all those people, Bob Hope and whoever, whatever, and some of the other entertainers. But they have six. There was five sisters come over and get off the plane, Regal and Ruthoff Natural and stuff, and come. Man, it was so heartwarming. I can't tell you. That was just so heartwarming. And then my brother, he was supposed to be there, right, to greet me. I'm looking around, looking for my brother, Scotty B. I'm like, where? And I said, where is my brother? I'm like, oh, damn. They said, I don't know. Come to find out, that Negro had been partying the night before. His ass couldn't get the freaking frack up.
Oh, man. Oh, man. That is your brother then. That's your brother.
I was ready to kick his butt. I'm like, I could have crammed 400,000 miles, and this boy just hung over, couldn't get up.
Facts.
Oh my God, I was so mad. Plus, I was worried and scared. I'm like, oh shit, where is he? I know everybody else was there, right?
Right.
But anyway, he came around not too long after that, and we were able to spend a lot of time together. They gave him time off, which was cool. And he and the other girls in the pageant, they kind of had a little fling and thing going on. And it was actually after we left Vietnam and toured around a little bit. They let him go with us take a little R&R. We went to Thailand. We performed in Thailand as well. So that was so exciting and great times. But, you know, that was all thanks again, like I said, from Mavericks Flat, John Daniels, who was the person who put the pageant together, and Jay Morris Anderson. Beautiful. And, that was wonderful. And, you know, of course, John Daniels from Mavericks Flat, he put together a singing group called the Love Machine. Yeah. You know about the Love Machine, and I was part of the Love Machine. 7 girls singing and dancing. 7 girls. Wow. You know, groups and stuff now. I forget the name of that little BJ, CJ, the Chinese or Japanese or Asian group.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Boys are killing it, and there's 7 of them. Yeah. Everybody always thought there was so many.
Jabberwockies. Is it the Jabberwockies?
No. No, it's the initial, like CBJB, something. I can't think of the name of it. But it's some initial. There's 7 of them, and they like fill up the stage. But we used to be like Tina Turner, Beyonce, The Temptations. We were a whirlwind. We were dressed very scantily clad with platform boots, high boots up past the knee, platforms this high. And we used to come out, we would kill him and jill him. We had fringe on and different things. And I used to come out and start the show initially singing, Hey, Big Brother. And I would come out and do a full cartwheel and a split. Hey, big brother, I know you were alive. You better get in touch with the people, big brother. Dude, crazy.
Hey, so some people in the chair like, stand up on your chair and just do the whole show.
Hey, almost. I'm telling you, it was great. But the thing too, we were able to travel all around about 70, 80 countries.
Wow.
We first performed in Saint-Tropez, France. We performed in Saint-Tropez, Italy, Germany, Spain, Belgium, Sweden, Switzerland, Africa, Asia, Japan, you name it, we were there. Paris was like our second home. We just had an incredible time. We opened up shows before Sammy Davis Jr., Julio Iglesias. We worked with Tom Jones for a long time, touring some of them here in the United States and Las Vegas, with Red Fox, on the show with Duke Ellington, Isaac Hayes. Oh my God. It was just, I got the great scrapbook, I'm telling you. I wish I'd had more photos then, because, you know, we didn't have the social media or taking pictures with our phones and just out snapping. But there are some shows and photos that have surfaced since then. There are some good ones on YouTube right now with the Love Machine, the singing. back in the day. And I'd always wished I could see me in the show back in the day. And what had happened was somebody from the producer from a nice quality show, if you guys are watching, listening, go to YouTube and look up The Love Machine, Kathleen Bradley. My name is kind of featured, but there's great quality. We did a Star Parada, and it was in Frankfurt, Germany. And there's really some great shows on there. And that was so wonderful when people start posting things on YouTube from back in the day that they had either in their archives or whatever, felt that now was a good time and significant enough for them to, show. So that was just so great to have some of that history. Ooh.
Oh, any Duke Ellington, Sammy Davis Jr. stories?
Oh boy. Okay, not so much Duke Ellington. He was such a great guy. I think we worked in front of him at the Hilton. You know what? Let me think. At the Las Vegas Hilton, and we just were in the lounge, and he may not. We didn't open really in front of him, but we worked at the lounge. There's so many lounges for artists and people back in the day. You have to remember in Las Vegas, but we didn't really work with him. But we worked quite extensively with Sammie Davis.
Take your time. Take your time. We got 0 hours.
Mr. D.
We
worked a lot with him. We opened the show in the theaters and around. Traveled here in the United States with Sammie. He was cool. He kind of took a liking to me and one of the other girls in the Love Machine, Bernice. And I have a gold bracelet that he would give to people that he really liked. It's like a woven tweeted gold bracelet. I still have it. And he only gave away, certain people, whoever he liked, whatever. And then he had his girl, and now has become a good friend of mine, Azizi Jahari. She was dark as night, beautiful, voluptuous. That was the eye candy he would bring out on his show. And we would remain good friends, she and I, but she was great eye candy for the show. But we would open up in front of Sammy Davis Jr. and it was just a good combination of him doing what he did and us being who we were to appeal to, the men and the women and everybody. So he was just tremendous, man. Just a wonderful person to know and work with.
Did you spend time with the Rat Pack as a group?
No, I wish.